Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. I think we're just headed back into the courtyard. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, a little bummed out about the courtyard. Like, I want to see the new content. I know you want to see the new content. I want to see the stuff. I will bring 1 stack of anti-venom, 2 stacks, not holy water, 2 stacks of bandages. I see a white cylindrical object and I'm just like, yeah, that's the one. I'll bring the torches, because we can use the torches for stuff, and that's it. That's all I'm going to bring. Right, we're good. I definitely equipped everybody with trinkets. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're cool. We're good? Is this right? Yeah, we're good. Everything's fine. I'm bummed out. Like, we're not seeing any new enemies. And, like, I want to see the new bosses, but to be perfectly honest, the courtyard just feels like a grind, and it was one thing the first time we did it, where there's the sort of the lure of the unknown and all that. But at this point, I'm pretty sure I know basically what we're in for. We're going to walk around for a really long time, and there's going to be some, there's going to be some keys or whatever. And then we're eventually going to fight a bunch of enemies that I don't really like fighting. And then we're going to fight a boss, and the boss fight's going to be cool new stuff, cool new content. And then afterward, we're going to have to do it again, right? Like, we know that there's another boss yet. Huh. The being mutters an incantation that has no obvious effect. That's curious. I mean, maybe that was cool. Maybe that was a cool thing. I don't know, but maybe. So this probably links back this way. We'll go out. So, prone to investigating the dark arts is very unfortunate. He's a stress eater. Okay, that's not great. Because everything here apparently is the dark arts. And also, apparently these traits in this particular dungeon have a 100% proc rate, it seems like. So that's cool. But you know what I mean, like... And I suppose, in a way, this is my own fault. Because by waiting until after I cleared the Darkest Dungeon, I removed a lot of the stress that could make this more meaningful. But, like, I don't know, man. I am not looking forward to all this walking around the courtyard. I'm interested and excited in the new boss fights. I am down for some new boss fights. But I think that something more like the Shrieker or Wolf maybe is a little bit better. I think we just hit her. Yeah, okay, so that was enough. She'll blight out now. Although, we may... Never mind. I was going to say we may well kill her with Abyssal Artillery. Still, that was not a bad start. This one doesn't heal, right? Okay, no. So she's done for. She moved herself forward into a more punchable position, which I do really appreciate. Yeah, Vaughn's got a ton of health. He'll be alright. It's kind of crazy that can crit for 20.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
I don't know. I'm not trying to, like... I don't even know where I was... I'm not trying to have a big complaint-a-thon over here. I'm just like a little not looking forward to sort of the grind of walking around. I hope we can find the boss fights relatively quickly. So he doesn't really need healing. He's got himself taken care of. Yeah, just give her the tentacles again. Is that... Yeah, she's dead. So let's start chopping people up. I haven't really used the incision build with the Plague Doctor. I don't think we've done it at all this entire run. But I actually really like it. I think one of the things that's great about the Plague Doctor is this third position thing, because the trinket that supports it is so powerful. So, what's our blight chance? 140? Yeah, we're... Well, 160. So we are above 50% to apply our blight on these guys. But maybe I just hit him. The chains don't do a huge amount of damage, but... Yeah, it's not terrible. Wow, 27. Okay.
Great is the weapon that cuts.
Pretty good start so far. You know what? I'm going to let you have your turn. Am I? Yeah. I'll let you have your turn. I'm going to start it on this guy. And if the man-at-arms beats him to it, then we can just flatten him.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
It would be kind of neat if they had come up with sort of a more unique gimmick for each level of the courtyard, and maybe they have. And we haven't actually seen everything. But we have seen an awful lot of walking around and already a colored lock, so I'm kind of thinking that we're on just a slightly different version of the thing we've already seen. Ooh, I don't think we have anybody in the party who's actually good at disarming traps. Alright. Is it this? No, okay, it is the holy water. Or... nope, holy water. Well, good to refresh myself, I suppose. Also, I don't think it really matters. Okay, so who is the best at traps? Nobody really, so I'll just have the Abomination do it, because if he does get trapped, whatever, he'll be fine. He's the Abomination. Nothing can stop him. You know, I didn't go this way because I thought it was just linking back to the path, but now I'm wondering if it's maybe something else. So let's go to this room and see exactly what the deal is. Because it could be that this room links back to the path and this is like a dead-end treasure offshoot thing. Let us find out. We do not need crests nearly as badly as we need rubies. Okay, that's not awesome. It's not the worst thing in the world. If we can get the occultist to move back one, that'll move... should I transform? You know what? I think this is what I saw. Yeah, it's uses per battle too. But I moused over it and saw uses remaining too and just assumed that it meant per dungeon because why would you need to transform a second time during a battle? Yeah, you know what? Let's just get aggressive with it. So he's bleeding for 3. Rake is not that likely to get the kill. Aw. But the thing I did didn't get the kill either.
Grievous injury.
Yeah.
How fear.
Well, unfortunately, things are not quite working out the way I would like.
Impressive.
Alright. Plus 5 speed, plus 30% damage. Not a good combination for me. Okay, here we go. This is definitely a rake opportunity, though.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Right. Looks to me like we're not even gonna have to stun this guy's guard off. We'll just kill him.
Blurred vision. The end approaches.
Yep. Everything's always a crit. Forever.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I do think another thing that's going on here that is part of the problem, I need to rearrange his skills a little bit, it's just that the combat in the red tier is a lot less... I don't know how to say this. The word that I really want to... The word that's like just is leaping to my lips here is fun. But I don't want to just say combat in the red tier is less fun, because that's not exactly what I mean. But it's more stressful, sort of harrowing, you know? And that's enjoyable in its own way, but it's not something that I am down for 16 consecutive episodes of. Like, so we'll just throw a heal out. It's too stressful, man. It's too stressful to be the kind of fun I'm looking for. So our stun chance is super high. These really should land. And it is frustrating to miss a stunned target. I understand why stuns don't disable accuracy effects and stuff, but it's frustrating. All he had to do was not hit her for minimum damage.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Alright, well, I think we can wrap it up this turn, and then we gotta fix our occultist powers. I'm gonna say that out loud once again, in the hopes of actually remembering this time.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Because our occultist should have, instead of stab, weakening curse. Do I want demon's pull on as well? Because we're not getting a lot of value out of vulnerability hacks with this party. Oh. Okay, neither one of them connects back. $75 stress already. Now, it's not necessarily the end of the world if she stresses out, but it's not great. And since we have somebody who's at high stress, of course, I will never again find any of those de-stress eggs. This is interesting. I guess we'll just eat. Here, everybody gets one. Except for the Abomination, who doesn't need food or basic human kindness. He'll sustain himself forever. On sheer misery. Just, he loves feeling like garbage. This might connect back around. Let's try going this way. Okay, please nobody freak out. Yes. Smash it up. Smash it up. Okay. What do we drop? I kind of want to keep my anti-venom and my bandages. So, the Solar Crown as a green trinket is pretty valuable. I think it's the key. Do I want to go back to the last room and camp? Yeah, let's go back to the last room and camp, because I have a bad feeling that if we go to the next room, we're going to find a combat, and then our poor plague doctor is going to get exploded.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Okay, so I'm going to have her self-medicate, I think. Well, maybe not. Maybe that's not the best way to do this. So the first thing we're going to do is that. So make sure we don't get ambushed. Then weapons practice would leave us with 5 time units left. We could do like an encourage plus a self-medicate. So she'd lose 25 stress. It's still a lot. We don't really have powerful de-stresses. And this is only minus 10 stress. I think I might actually do anger management instead, because he can de-stress himself pretty efficiently, and that will help everybody else out. So yeah, first thing we're going to do is weapons practice. I like this. Okay, and we all got the crit. Fantastic. And then we'll do anger management. And then an encourage. Okay. Oh, that's right. He does heal more stress than normal. Okay. We're in a better position now. I discarded my medicinal herbs. Yep, and that's a ghoul. I'm really glad I didn't try to just move forward. So, our stun chance against this ghoul is extremely high. 180. He has 7 speed, our man-at-arms has 6, so I probably do need to do this. I probably can't afford to just stab him instead. I pressed the wrong button. I just straight up pressed the wrong button. That's the world we live in. And then I'm going to miss all of my other stuns. Oh no. Well, listen. Maybe I deserve to lose all my parties. I don't know. Alright, good resist. But, you know, it's good to get a nice, powerful blight effect on him and then get the stun. And both the Grave Nibbles missed, which is nice because they are stress attacks. Alright, we're not going to get a stun on one of these guys, but the chain will almost kill them. And hitting the ghoul with the chain feels pretty bad. Nah, let's throw up on him instead. Let's do a group vomit. Okay, so he's going to take 11 more damage before his turn. We're at 180 on the stun, so it actually might land. I'm going to go for it. It's got a 55% chance to hit. Okay. Do I want to just blight him again? We could make it so he only gets one more turn, potentially. Or I can make it so these guys definitely don't. So it would make him take 17, and then the next round he would take 11. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this. So he'll take 28 damage. We don't have to hit him for that much. I do think I have to heal the occultist to prevent myself from getting in a position from a bad rend, but they will not stop with this. Bulimic, whatever, man. She's gonna be a vampire by the time we're done here. I don't think it's gonna matter very much. Not quite there. Okay, I don't think we can stop him from getting his turn, but he's definitely not getting a second one. Actually, we do still have a 55% chance for this stun to land. If the stun lands, he's just dead. Nah. Well, I tried. We gotta hit him for one more. Also, I don't remember these maggots having super inaccurate attacks, but maybe they don't. Oh, you're actually dead already. We just gotta... There we go. We just gotta do 1 point of damage to this guy to kill him, so... Would have been an okay time for a crit heal.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Alright, cool.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken. Seize this momentum.
Well, the stress is just super bad. Man, it sounds like an aircraft is landing outside my window. I don't know what it is. The lawn crews that show up periodically, they use louder equipment every single time they come.
Glittering gold.
I'm not even on the ground floor. You'd think this stuff wouldn't travel up so far without losing any volume at all. So yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to avoid it. We're going to lose the... She's going to lose her damn mind. And this is going to be where it happens, too. So these guys are not that stun resistant. I'm going to go for the stun. Alright. Okay, and they're going to guard each other, which is kind of annoying. Oh, and also we're never, ever, ever going to be able to hit them. I think we're going to focus on killing one of these guys. These dudes are pretty dangerous. That means we just have to kind of endure the BS from the butlers. I don't really see that we have a choice. 140% blight. Yeah. Maybe this is worth a transformation, actually. Oh, transforming will definitely blow her up, though. I guess let's just hit. Let's just hit the enemy.
Well struck.
Okay, crit. Well-timed crit. Didn't crit the target that I would have preferred, but... Please don't be stunned by that. Oh, come on. Yep, here she goes. Well... We have a very poor stun chance. We have to just go for the hit. And unfortunately, Now they're both gonna get turns one right after another. It could be ugly. Especially since their attacks have such a very, very high crit rate. Stunning the healer. Let's go ahead and bandage. That is a tremendously annoying thing for that guy to do. Okay. So what happens if I throw a blight grenade when these guys are both guarded? Does it only hit him? No, he just guards one of the targets. I wonder if that's chosen randomly, if it's like always the leftmost one or what. Alright, I think we just go again? Okay, it is chosen randomly. Okay, there we go. Now we can actually fight. We definitely have to heal. But we can kill this guy. Nope, we cannot. The damage ranges. The damage ranges are very large. So you are extremely bleeding. Just so much bleeding. Alright, well. I know what our Plague Doctor is doing this turn. Oh, unless she gets moved to a position where she can't do it. Which is exactly what has happened. Alright, alright. This is really bad.
Gasping. Taken over the edge of madness.
Yeah, this thing where it's like eternally you did just a tiny amount too little damage is very, very frustrating. Oh, nope, looks like you left him at 1. Alright. So you are... Alright. Good. Irrational is... It's tough to predict the impact of the Plague Doctor going irrational. Man, resist or dodge everything. Jeez. Well, we're all in pretty bad shape. Seems I made the right call there. Yeah, there's not really much for me to do. Moving back doesn't really help. Let's just finish this guy off now. And then we'll do this, because there's also nothing for him to do. Enemies, relatively powerful enemies being in the back row is a real weakness of this party. It's not so bad when the Plague Doctor's not horribly out of position. And I don't have anything... Alright. Well, that was helpful. We've got to destroy a corpse and bring this guy into attack range. Also, they do eventually fade on their own. think she's been hanging out with Grentimesnal a little bit too much. He's at 3. We could do 3 with our weakening curse. But it probably wouldn't.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
He resisted the bleed at least. Yeah, I'm trying. You know what? On any turn where I get crit, I don't want to hear it about the stalling. That's not what stalling is.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Alright, well, obviously that has to happen. And here's the yellow key. We're gonna need it, I'm assuming, pretty soon. Boy, I have no idea where I'm going. This might be a good time to leave, actually. I'm gonna... Okay, campsite. Alright, we can fix his health at camp. What do I want to drop? Remarkably, nobody new has been infected yet. That's kind of crazy.
Gathered close in tenuous fire.
Alright, we are running out of food. It may be food that determines when we have to go back. Alright, so I think I'm gonna anger management again. Seems to be a pretty reasonable way of reducing stress. And then we can do the same thing we did before. Weapons practice and encourage. Weapons practice is a fine buff. Oh, the Plague Doctor has refused to take part. Oh, no, I don't. I just don't want to do this ability. Wound care is 15%. Cured his rabies. You know what would be really cool? If he could hit stuff. So, honestly, I'm starting to become concerned. $21 of 34. Yeah, what the hell? Let's use a... Okay. That's fairly welcome.
Packs laden with loot.
Should I just do it? No, we're almost out of food. I wish I could save the stuff up for later. Or maybe us almost being out of food is a good reason to do it? No. Alright. Really? Boy, that's very unlikely. Very unlikely twice. Well, that one's not as unlikely. No, for real though, get stunned. Boy, just non-stop with the stressing each other out, huh?
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
We probably ought to have him heal himself, honestly. The damage from the Abyssal Artillery is going to be so low. Let's see if we can remove... Definitely blight this guy up. We can remove these guys real fast. That would be helpful.
Eradicated.
Yeah. 4 to 7 damage. I mean, it's not nothing. And at this point, we don't really need heals. I guess let's top you off. It's a pretty significant blight, actually, or bleed. This is also only 4 to 7 damage. I mean, pretty much everything's going to be. Dude has a lot of prot. Okay. I think I'm going to hit him. We can apply a decent bleed. Our bleed chance is very, very high. Alright, get retribution up. This might allow us to pull attention off the Plague Doctor. Nope, didn't. Apparently, he doesn't care for marks. It's not really interesting to him. Alright, so it's like a 65% chance to work. This is a fine time for battlefield medicine. Come on, don't skip your turn. Alright. Just get these 2 bleeds removed. See if we can stick another stun. Alright. That gives me hope. Okay, he's dead.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Okay, not bad. I'm gonna let us get off another round of heals and de-stresses and stuff. You asshole. She moved so that she wouldn't be able to cast her heal. Well, try to crit another heal over here. I suppose that was actually dangerous. Oh, one of the bleed effects wore off? Man.
Gnawing uncertainty.
Well, I don't think that actually changed anything. Everybody was going to have to be de-stressed after we leave anyway.
This expedition at least promises success.
I mean, that looks like a pretty nice cheese knife. Can we take that? I'm assuming this connects over to here. Alright. We are definitely approaching the end of our ability to keep pushing here. But the more coverage we get now, the less we have to get next time. They both resisted it. What's your blight chance? 160? Yeah. Oh wow, it has a 95% chance to land on this guy. Well, that's really bad. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said that the remarkably low chance to hit enemies wasn't playing some part in my just sort of like my desire not to have to do a whole bunch of this. It really is not. It's a little too random for my taste at the very higher levels. It's still broadly the case that skill is favored and everything, but individual instances have a lot of variance in them, you know? And we have been on the wrong side of that once or twice. Okay, well, I didn't get to take my turn there, but actually she did the thing I would have had her do anyway, probably, so that's fine. But we are not getting very much damage on this Chevalier.
Masterfully executed.
He's certainly blighted for quite a bit now, though. Right, we don't have to hit him for that much more. We can get there. Alright, and this guy's dead. Oh, the horror landed on everyone. So, is it right to just land another blight? Or should I try to get a stun? I think I should try to get a stun. Okay. So he's almost dead. We just have to get him for a little bit. Let's try to stun her. Nope. Go for the tentacles. We need 7 damage. Did not get there. Alright, so he's going to need a little bit of help. Just a little push. Alright, if we get a good plague grenade, that could be really helpful. Or, honestly, this will do it. Yeah, okay. Good enough. I'm even going to go for the plague grenade anyway, because I really want her dead.
A death by inches.
Yeah, this party feels pretty durable, but man, we are not killing stuff as quickly. Alright, what do we got? Selfish. Okay.
Self-preservation is paramount at any cost.
Selfish really is not a bad one. As far as afflictions go.
A devastating blow.
Alright, who needs it worst? Probably you.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Okay, yeah, so this is just a dead end. Well, let's go through here just in case there's treasure worth having. Remember, in a couple of places in the other dungeon, we did find chests that had those set trinkets in them. So maybe there will be a chest in here. Okay, actually, that looks like that might be exactly what we found. That would be cool. Let's transform. We're about to bail out of here anyway. Yeah, go ahead. Awesome.
Anger is
Ballard has
unleash it.
does he have a trait for that or anything? Like, nope. I feel like Ballard has become virtuous almost every time. Alright, so let's just eat some mosquitoes. Nope, never mind. They're good at not being eaten. Their blight resist is really high. But a stun on the back ranks would actually be pretty great here. Okay, cool. Oh no, don't. Okay. That one's fine. I just didn't want him to take a turn without me telling him what to do. Oh, 20. So the headbutt, I think the best thing to do is just go for a rage, but we do have to not miss for this to be effective. Also, it would help if I hit slightly harder. Yeah, so we're probably going to have to bail after this. We could camp in this room. We have enough food to do a 4-food camp twice and just use de-stress abilities. So we might be able to get like Ballard down to the point where he can just go back in next week. So their whole team goes before my whole team. Frustrating. Alright. He might be able to get something done with this riposte. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed.
To a killing blow. Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
Alright, pretty much just non-stop stress flying everywhere. Okay, so he has to get hit for 5. Okay. Alright, we got one. We got one. Yeah, these mosquitoes are a total bummer, man.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
He crit the attack and the self-heal.
No place for the
And
weak
then,
or the
right,
foolhardy.
because the healer can't possibly survive.
A trifling victory.
Okay, that's cool. We found one of the
Victory
one of the
nonetheless.
quest things just as loot, or one of the set items just as loot. So let's clear up some room here. Take this. Take these. Take this. Need to clear one more space. I'd kind of like to keep my food, although I guess it doesn't. We're not going to be able to de-stress an amount that matters.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Yeah, let's screw this. We're just leaving. So, is there anything else that's just supplies? Something I don't necessarily need to take back with me? No, I don't think there's anything here that's less valuable than the scouting whistle. All right, let's go. So that's certainly the courtyard. I don't know, man. I want to see the rest of these bosses, but honestly, I might need a little break. Okay, well that's gonna have to go.
Let the organ notes ring
They're
out
both
from
level
the
0.
army.
Yeah.
The sisters are
These
gathering.
events would be a lot more interesting if they came in at a level that was like based on your progress or something. It's like maybe if you're all maxed out like this, they could come in at like 3 or 4. The game offering you 2 level 0s is pretty much always just a pass.
Shoot, bandage, and pillage. The dancing steps of war.
At least we're gaining money. But the TDM has not been fully avoided, so we're going to have to level up some new healers. And that is... what do I even have available? I have a Vestal at level 4. And a Flagellant at level 4. And then a Vestal at level 2. Man. Alright, well, I'm not sure what is coming up next. I'll pick missions, you know, next episode, whatever. So I guess that's going to be it. Well, we should put people in the de-stress activities. So, oh, I sorted by the wrong thing. So you won't pray. You won't meditate. And you won't gamble. Alright. The idle stress relief is pretty pretty okay actually now. So I think we can probably just leave Boosie, since we're going to be doing a couple lower level missions anyway. We can probably just leave Boosie. He'll be fine by the time we could possibly run him in anything. So what did we find? We found the other half of the Vestal set. Or did you know what? I didn't have either half of her set before. Melee and crit, huh? Sorry, melee damage and melee crit. She does only have the one melee attack, right? Obviously she has Mace Bash. Ranged, 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 ranged. Yeah. Well, that's a very gimmicky item. And I don't know that we will use it. I guess it depends on what the other item in the set does, but it's hard for me to imagine we would want to use this. So yeah, that right there is going to be it for us for today. And man, maybe for a couple of days. Listen, I'm not having the super greatest amount of fun right now. Come back next time. Soon though, whatever. For more of this stuff. We'll get there. We will. And we'll see you then.